Good day guys, Victifreak here and welcome back to another drawing tutorial. Now, I do apologize for my lack of uploads recently. I've been really busy and I haven't had much time to make these videos, and sadly I don't think I'll be getting any less busy for quite a while. So I'll try my best to bring out these videos as often as I possibly can, which sadly I don't think will be too often. But yeah, I just thought I'd get that out of the way first. But today we'll be drawing Ultra Necrozma, so enough stalling, let's just get straight into this drawing tutorial. So here are the tools that you will need. I'm going to be drawing with color pencils today, so obviously you're going to need your usual pencil and eraser. This is my mechanical pencil. I'm going to be using an outliner, of course. If you don't have one, that's totally fine. You could really use whatever you want. Maybe you just want to do pencil, no outlining. And since I'm using color pencils today, here are the colors that we will be using. Now, there is one primary color that we'll be using, and that's the yellow. A fairly mid-tone yellow, I guess. It's just a normal yellow, and we're going to be using this in two different ways. We're going to be using this really lightly to cover pretty much the entire body of Necrozma. Just really lightly, very very light yellow. And then there are some of the more strong areas that we'll just be using the same pencil to press a little harder to get a darker shade. So that's going to be pretty much the entire drawing, but we have a few colors here which are going to be used for the eyes. There are a few colors in there, so we have just a normal mid-tone red, a slightly darkish kind of purple, we have a dark blue, a light blue, and a normal mid-tone orange. So those are all the colors you'll need. So alright, let's just get our pencil and let's start sketching, shall we? Alright, so here is the reference that we'll be using and drawing. So in this picture, Necrozma kind of has its wings spread out, and it's kind of a, I guess, a 3/4 view, except it's facing towards us. And so you're gonna need to have your page landscape. Now, I think we'll start off with probably the body. We're gonna have it pretty thin because we're gonna have to fit in the wings as well. So we don't want to make the body too large, otherwise we won't be able to fit everything in. Maybe we'll start with the head, because the head is the highest point of the drawing. I think that's going to be a bit more towards the right, near the center, but a bit more towards the right. So we'll just draw a rough circle there, very rough. Alright, and then we're just going to have, probably just make an oval. An oval or like a curve, I'm not quite sure. Maybe we'll just make an oval. We'll just make an oval that comes down. Like so. That seems about right. Just checking the image. So I think the body here should be about 1.5 of the length of, or the height of the head, roughly. Yeah, that's good enough, like 1.5. Alright. And then we're gonna have the legs coming out. Should we do the legs first or maybe the tail? The tail is connected to the body, so I think we'll do that first actually. So we'll just kind of get a very rough idea of what the tail looks like. It's a very rough sketch, but we don't really need too much right now. Alright, and I think we'll add in a leg here. So we'll just have an oval here, and we'll add another oval there. And then back here, we're just going to have a smaller oval. And then another one kind of coming out towards more of the side. Something like that. Let's see. Let's try just adding a wing. So it's kind of like this kind of odd shape. I'm not quite sure what you would call that. And here as well, I think we'll make a triangle on this side with kind of like a curved triangle. This wing is gonna be really big as well. Something like that, maybe. Okay. Next, let's try the other wing. Similar shape to the one on the other side here. And then we have the other one here, another triangle. Alright, something like this. Very rough idea of what this would look like. I'm just zoom out a bit. Like so. Alright. Let's see. Next up, I think let's just start adding a bit more of a refinement. I think I'm just gonna lightly rub out all the lines. Or at least the darker lines. We just want to lighten up a little more. You generally want to start drawing really lightly. I think I ended up pressing a little too hard with these lines. And you want to start adding more pressure as you start putting more detail. So by the end, the darkest line should be what you end up outlining. Just grab this tissue here to put underneath my hand so it doesn't smudge. Alright. Okay, so I think we'll start off with... Maybe we'll do the head. So with the head, it's kind of tilted. So we'll just add a line through the middle as a guide. And we're just gonna have a spike at the top here. And let's see. I don't want to add too much detail right now, so we'll just have let's have a triangle for the head here, or the face. We'll have a triangle for the face, and we'll add more detail a bit later. There's gonna be like another spike somewhere around here, and another one here, kind of floating. This one isn't connected to anything. Alright, and let's start adding the general shape of the body now. So there's gonna be a little spike on the body there, and next to it, that's where the arm comes out of, except it's not, I don't think it's connected, it's just very close to it, but kind of floating. And we have a very big curve inside there, going into the leg now. Another little spike here, where the other wing will be next to. Alright, and let's see. So coming out from here is Necrozma's foot. So here we're just going to curve. Alright, let's just start adding the general shape of the leg. Alright, something like that, and from here we have like the fingers coming out. We also have a little little pillar-like, I don't know, just a thing sticking out, just kind of sticking out like this. Alright, so something like that. It might be a little difficult to see, so I'll just move it up so you can see that. You want to make it look something like that. Alright, so we can just start adding the finger, or I guess in this case it would be toes, but I mean, this is the part, this is like the piece that is on Necrozma's hand, so I'm just gonna call them fingers anyway. Even though in this case they should technically be toes, but I don't know. Okay, I'm not gonna really put too much detail on this, so I'll do this a little later. Just to get an idea. Alright, let's see, so I think I'll do the other side of the body maybe, or maybe I'll do the chest thing, I don't know. Oh, okay, so with this spike, you can't see it on this side actually, because the head is actually facing a bit more, it's facing a bit more to the left, so it's hidden behind the head here, but on the right side you can actually see that the spike here on the head actually is connected to the body, like so. And here we have a plate-like feature, I guess, just stuck onto its chest. So I think for now I'll just make this a triangle. I'll add more detail to this later. So we'll just leave it at this for now. Just like that. Alright, and on here we have the other leg with a spike here again. Kind of give a little curve here. We have another leg there. Let's see. From the little thing sticking out of the foot there, we have the tail actually. So near the point of the right point of the top of this little thing sticking out of the foot, we're gonna have the tail just coming in. It looks slightly off. I think. Okay, I see what I did wrong there. I need to make this a little longer, I think. Let me fix up the leg here. Okay, so I just fixed that up a little. So we'll add in the other foot as well. So it's just sticking out like that. Okay, so that's the other foot done. It's basically the same thing we did on the other side. Might be a little difficult to see, so I'll just move this up a little. Let's see, like so, something like that. Okay, moving on. Let's see. I think I'm gonna have to make this little chest piece a little longer here. It extends a little further down. Okay, next thing, I think we'll do the wings now. So, I don't think the wings are actually connected to the body. It's just very, very close to it. So we just have another piece, another spike, little point coming out next to the point on the body. Like a straight line, no curves here. And let's see. The bottom line is gonna go further than the top one actually. So for the top here, it's gonna curve up around here. It's not gonna curve up, it's just gonna go straight up. Bit of a lean. And I'm just gonna make a triangle here for the hand. I'm not gonna do that just yet. And there's a little claws on the wing there, so I'm not gonna do that just yet. Let's see. We have a curve here. And another one over here. Goes a little further this time. And there's two of those. Like so. Yep, seems about right. Okay, and I'm just gonna put another line here because it's gonna be a piece there, darker piece. All the darker pieces are like the remains of the normal Necrozma. Oh, that's what it looks like anyway. I haven't actually finished Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon yet, so I'm not actually entirely sure, but okay. The tail, of course. Actually no, we'll do the other wing first. So here we have the other wing, and it's actually going down. It's not curving, it's not leaning up, it's actually leaning down here at the beginning. Which means that we might have made a... Let's see. Okay. We're gonna have to make the wing at the top here go down a little further. So, should be more like this. Yeah, that looks better. Alright. Okay, no big deal. It's all good. Much better. Okay, so here we're going to do the same thing, except on the bottom wing there aren't really claws. There's just this one claw at the end, kind of like a hook, and this actually overlaps the wing at the top a bit. I'm going to draw this one in because it's not too complicated, so just draw this in here like so, and once again it just becomes thinner and ends at the point there. Again here we're gonna have a few little wavy shapes. Okay, make sure the second point here on the wing just goes a little further than the corner of the little top bit of the wing there. And then here we're gonna make a big curve. Gonna make a big curve. Here, make sure you don't just make a normal curve that's equal on both sides. Make sure that most of the curve starts at the beginning and it kind of just gradually goes downwards like this, instead of making a perfect curve or a semicircle. Don't do that. We want to make it more of a hook shape. Okay, that's looking pretty good, and that will end up almost at the same height, pretty much the same height as the tip of the claws on the foot there. Still not sure whether to call them claws or fingers. In this case, they should technically be claws, but like on the normal Necrozma, it's the same piece there. They're fingers. I don't know. Okay. Here on the little corner, we're gonna have another little curve. Kind of looks like a bat wing. It looks like a bat wing. Yeah, okay. Okay, that's looking pretty good. It's not exactly the same as what we were trying to work off from the reference. We're trying to recreate that, but I mean, there are a few little differences. Like, for example, the edge of the wing here is a little more vertical than in the original, but those kinds of details, I guess, don't really matter too much. It would be nice to get as close as possible, but when you got limitations of paper like this, it doesn't matter too much. So let's see, we're gonna do the tail now. Yeah, the tail. Okay. So it's gonna come out a little bit underneath the point here. So around here, I'm just gonna curve. Now it will just graze the tip of this little point, and on this point it will just pretty close to it, but just miss it. Just narrowly miss it. Just curve in, and we'll end somewhere around here, not too close to the foot. And as you go up with the tail, it's going to become thicker, and make sure that it rejoins with the line here, because that's also part of the tail. So it has to you have to make sure it rejoins. Make sure it rejoins with this line here. Okay. And now we're just gonna rub out a bit of the tail here, because there are like these little spiky features just popping out of the tail. Alright, we're gonna come up here, put a little spike here, a very little spike. Back up again, and a little bit past the wing here. Come down. A little lower this time, put another little spike, like so. Okay, now with this spike on the tail, make sure it's not completely vertical. Make sure it's a little bit tilted, because the tail is not completely horizontal. It's a little tilted, which means that the spike on top will be too. It'll look a little weird if it's if the little spike is completely vertical. Just be aware of little details like that. It'll make your drawing look a little nicer. Alright, we're gonna add another one here. So let's see, from around here next to the tip, it's gonna be a little spike here, going back up. Okay, make sure, okay, we're just gonna curve the little tip of the wing here a little more. Alright, looks like it's coming down around here. Alright, and then last spike. This one, you can't see the little spikes on the side, so it's just up, going up. Let's see, getting pretty close to that little claw. Back down, and we're done. Okay. Okay. I'm just gonna make the end of the tail a little thinner. Gets thinner as we get to the tip. There we go. Alright, this is getting along, coming along pretty nicely. Oh, okay. With the top wing here, you can see a bit of the end of the spike, or little end of the wave. So make sure that that's showing. Okay, okay, let's add the claws here. Claw at the top. Just draw that in. And there's actually a little line here, a little curved line, and here as well. A little curved line there. And the joints. Actually, all the joints have them. Let's see. Yep, okay. So with this one we got three claws, kind of looking like this one except a little smaller. So we just have let's see, we have one here. There we go. Something like that. Okay. Yep. There we go. Next, we will do... Okay, let's just... looks like we're smudging a bit here. Just make these lines a little more clear so it's easier to outline later. Okay, let's add more detail to the claws. Let's add all the little lines we have here. Okay. So with these claws, there's gonna be a line in the middle. A line going down the top. Okay. So there's going to be a line that's just a little triangle there, and then you can see a bit of the other side as well. You can see a bit of the lines on the other side. So you're basically just doing, a bunch of, there's a bunch of stuff in the way. God damn it. A bunch of these claws. So yeah, we're just adding a bunch of these little things. I'll do that on the other side as well, and I'll see you in a few minutes then. Okay, we're done with the legs here, so now we're gonna move on to let's see, we'll do the other wings, and then I think we'll do the plate, and then we'll do the face last. I think that's what we'll go with. Actually, no, we should do the plate. Yeah, we should do the plate first, because that's it's in front of all of the other things, and it will help us to decide where everything else would be put. It'll help us decide where, like, the wings will be positioned exactly, and all that little detail stuff. Okay. Alright, so with the chest, there's going to be, we'll start off with a little spike on this side. Comes out, it overlaps, or it goes over the body a bit here. Little diamond shape. Another little diamond here. And then we got a little line here. Goes out again. Alright, and goes down like that. That's the point. There's going to be two lines here. A line from this little point, and in here there's gonna be a little spike pointing out. Okay, we'll do this side here. Okay, we got a spike up here as well. This one will overlap this little floating spike on the face. I'll just overlap a little here. Line coming out of the point there. Let's see. Alright, between these two lines we're gonna have another spike. Alright, and then just a line here and here, and then we've got a few lines that connect in here. Okay, a few things are a little off here, so we'll fix that up now. This diamond needs to be a bit more vertical. Yep, okay. Yeah, it looks right. So now we're gonna let's do the face actually. We'll do the face now. Alright, so let's add in, okay, this will be difficult. The reference I'm working off is pretty low res, so it's hard to see the little details like on the face, which is why I have a few other references pulled up so I can kind of make out what the face looks like from the reference we're working off. Okay, we got this. I'll figure it out. So we'll have got two little spikes here. Alright. Little V shapes coming down. Okay, we'll start off with just lightly putting in a V shape. And with the eyes, we're gonna put a little diamond, shape. Put a little diamond shape here. And then there's another tiny diamond shape connected to it. I guess it's like the nose, I'm guessing. Alright. Okay, so we'll do it on the other side as well. Okay, it's fine. I think I figured it out. So, alright, we've got a line that goes down the middle of the face there. And we've got little teeth spikes here. How many are there? There are three spikes. This is tricky. But okay, from the eyes there are little wing-like features coming out. Alright. Yeah, that looks right. Okay, thank God. Thank God. Okay, so that just continues up here. And we have the bottom jaw. We have the bottom jaw. Well, actually we'll do that later. Other side will do. Do the other side, the teeth. Oh, there are actually 2 spikes. Oh, I see. I see. Okay. I missed that. I didn't notice this the first time. There are actually 2 spikes here. So there's one all the way down here. And then a second one around here. Ah, there we go. There we go. Okay. Right, okay, this is good. We have the spike at the top here. Alright. We got this other spike on the side. And then we got these ones. These little things just kind of floating there. And there's another one here behind the spike. Okay. Oh wow. What else? Oh right, the bottom jaw. Gotta draw in the bottom jaw here. Alrighty. We got that done. Jeez. Alright, I'll bring that up in case you want to see. That's what it looks like. Alright. Now we can do the rest of... We've got to do the other 2 wings and then we'll be done with the... drawing. We'll be done with the sketching and then we can move on to outlining. So from behind the spike here, we have one of the wings just poking out, saying hello. Alright. Going almost vertical here. And next to that little spike here, put on the other hand, so I'll just draw the triangle to help. Alright, let's see. Basically doing the same thing that we did over here. Alright, that's the other claw done. So from the little corner here, we'll have one of these wings sticking out. Doesn't go quite as high as the tip of the head, so we'll just stay just a little lower than that. Right. This bottom line here is gonna go just a little further than the little corner we have here, so it'll just be around here, I'd say. And then it's just gonna curve and meet with this line here. Alright, that's looking good. And now we have the last wing down here. Now here we're gonna go up, and it's going to meet. It's gonna meet with the other wing up there. pop in and say hello. Like so. Just a little bit, just overlaps a tiny bit. Little curved line here again for the joints. And around. Oh, okay, so there's another line here actually. I haven't missed any other lines, have I? Okay, no, I don't think so. Alright, so from the end of this line, we're gonna have another curve. It'll curl much more here at the end here. So, be a little curve here, and then just curl in much more at the end there. Okay, just like this spike over here. Just like these ones. Most of the curve starts on the left side. Yeah, and then it just kind of curves a little less, or it's, yeah, most of the, yeah, we're gonna make it a hook shape. That's what I was looking for. We're gonna make another hook, so it's gonna curl much more at the beginning here, and then this last one is a big curl here. That's gonna go down around here. Okay. Something's still a little off. Okay. I'm gonna redo that. Let's try that again. Okay, there we go. Alright, so we want this second little tip here to just be a little further out than the corner here. So just a little further towards the right than there. Maybe make this even bigger. Make the curl here even bigger. Okay. I think that's about it. So, probably should have positioned this a little better. Probably should have moved it towards the right a little more, but whatever, that's not a big deal. So now that we finished this, we're gonna start, we're gonna rub out all of the dark lines a little. We want to make them a little less dark, and when we do that, still dark enough to be visible, but we just want to rub them out a little so that we can see more easily what we've already outlined and what we haven't. So that's just a good habit to get into. So maybe also rub out all of the guidelines that we had at the beginning that we won't need anymore, just so that it doesn't confuse you with what you want to outline and what you don't. Okay, so now that I've just softened up the lines a little bit, I'm gonna start outlining. So yes, just be careful that you don't outline the wrong lines. I just removed most of the guidelines that I don't want, and so once I finish outlining, I'm gonna let the ink dry for a few minutes, maybe 5, maybe a little bit more just in case. And once the ink is dry, I'm just gonna go over and rub out all of any remaining pencil, and then we'll just be left with only the outline. Alright, so now that all we have left is the outline, we can start coloring. So there are only a few things we will have to do, and that's just color the entire body and then fill in the eyes. So for the entire body, we're going to be using this yellow. So some parts are going to be much lighter than others. So we're going to cover the entire thing, except for the eyes. Except for the eyes, we're going to fill everything with this yellow. So there are going to be areas that are really, really light and areas that are really, really strong, very strong yellow. So the really strong parts are the little arm things we have on the wings, this chest feature, some parts of the face, and the feet. So let's see. Some of those areas are going to be lighter because it's going to be like areas of light. So just be aware of that. And the rest of the entire drawing, except for the eyes of Necrozma, the rest of Necrozma is going to be just a very, very light yellow, almost like a very, very light cream. And I was thinking of adding a bit of color to the edge of the lines, just to make it feel like it's glowing a little. So I think I'm just gonna like add a bit more extra color to the edge of the lines, of all the lines, except for the dark areas. So yeah, I think that's about it for now. We'll do the eyes last and then we'll be basically done. So I'm gonna start with the darker areas, the stronger areas, and then I'll move on to the lighter one. Okay, so that's done. That's it with the darker areas. So now we're just gonna fill the rest, except for the eyes, the rest with a just very, very light yellow. So I'm also going to add the a bit more color on the edge of the outline, and so hopefully that will give it a bit of a glow effect. And once we finish that, then we'll just finish the eyes and then we should be done. Okay, we're pretty much done. Now all we have to do is fill in the eyes. So we're gonna be using all of these colors for the eyes. Alright, so let's see. Let's start off with the purple then. So with the purple, it's just going to be just the very top bit. Each eye is going to have 4 colors. So the purple will just be that little top bit there. And then we're gonna have some let's use the dark blue. So yeah, next is the dark blue. The dark blue goes here at the bottom. And then it's half yellow, half light blue. Light blue will be at the top, okay. Alright, that's one eye done. There we go. And next we're doing the other eye. So we have the red at the top. That's red. Orange at the bottom. Okay, yellow and light blue again. Except yellow again is on the left side. And blue, light blue is on the right side. There we go. Yeah, can you see that? Just like that. And yeah, just like that, we are done. That's it for this drawing. So be sure to hit that like button if you enjoyed this drawing tutorial. And if you drew along with me, tell me, how did your drawing of Ultra Necrozma go? And if you did draw along with me, you can also tweet me your drawing over at my Twitter. I left the link in the description. And yeah, be sure to subscribe if you'd like to keep up to date to future drawing tutorials. As usual, you can leave any suggestions that you would like for me to draw in the future. I can't 100% guarantee them, especially since I'm not going to be able to upload too often for a while, but we'll see how it goes. So yeah, be sure to subscribe to keep up to date to those future drawing tutorials. And yeah, once again, follow me on Twitter, because I'm gonna be posting there. I'm gonna try to be posting there pretty often, and I'll give you updates on when I'll be making a new drawing or whatever I'm doing. So yeah, I might also be posting some other drawings that I might be doing on my free time. So yeah, check that out if you would be interested. And so yeah, I think that's about it. I will see all of you beautiful people next time.